Yo, good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas day number 4. Good morning, guys. If I look like I just woke up, I promise you that's not the case, except for the fact that I was kind of just laying there enjoying a morning of laziness. It is 10:12, and when I tell you that I haven't been able to do this in a couple of days, it's been a couple of days. Today is Sunday. The sun is shining again. It's so crazy. Like, it went from no rain forever, rain, super clear sunny day. This is Vlogmas. We've been on this journey this is day 4. So you've seen how nice and sunny it was on Friday. Nothing mad, not mad about it. Oh, that was a lot. But then it was hard to believe that it was going to be that rainy on Saturday, to the point where they canceled the parade, like I mentioned in yesterday's video, and they did. And then I thought it was supposed to be raining today, which I'm not sure if any of you know, or if you're local, the CIM run, the marathon was this morning. And I know a few people that were going to participate in that. And I remember thinking back, like, gosh, it always rains for that too. So luckily it appears that they may have lucked out, because that could be a little scary running in rain. I mean, a little drizzle is always good. Like when I did my half marathon at, in San Francisco, it worked out wonderfully because the mist helped you kind of get through the running. I'm up. I'm trying to get myself together. I'm determined to hit the gym. I started my routine with this. I believe it's pronounced Shiseido. And my apologies if I got it wrong. But basically, it's a wrinkle smoothing day cream. My son's using the restroom. With an SPF 23 sunscreen, because one of my good friends, and Carrie, if you're watching, she has gotten on me about making sure I always wear my SPF regardless of where you're going. But I do follow up with this. I've been using this Neutrogena Age Face Shield base oil free sunscreen for, I want to say it's been about 2 years now. I know I started using it, I want to say even before COVID, so it might even be longer. But this one does, because the higher SPF, obviously it smells more like sunblock, but it's all good. And I usually let the other one sit longer, but since I'm not putting any makeup or anything on, it's fine. Just mix it all in there together. Because usually what I'll do is I'll put that one on, then I'll kind of like brush my hair out, and then once it's fully dried, then I put this one on before I start my makeup. But it's all good. And then I'm going to follow up with some chapstick. You're probably like, what brand is that? Don't worry, this is our local trash company. I know. What? I actually picked this up at one of the local little community events. I actually vlogged it a few months ago. The multicultural event, that's where I got it. And I've had it in there. It was brand new. I just opened it the other day, but I had 2 other chapsticks that I was going through, and I didn't want to open a new one. So, I love this smell. This is the Sunshine Mimosa. The one gripe I have about Bath & Body is that they have their staple scents, and then I feel like they have these ones, and no shade on Bath & Body because I clearly shop there, but I feel like they have certain scents that I don't want to say recycle, but it's like the same formula, same scents, and then they just rename it, they just give it a new name. So like if I were to go and be like, I want to get Sunshine Mimosa, this would likely have been a last year product, and it's probably not available anymore. So it leaves you guessing and wanting to figure out, well, which one could it be that it's the closest to this? I guess you can always go with the scent. So it's a bright, bubbly champagne, fresh citrus. And this says, toast to this sweet fragrance inspired by this beauty of everyday celebrations. Cheers to Sunshine Mimosa. So very refreshing. I have the spray as well. I have the lotion, but my cousin had gifted me the spray, the body spray last year, which I actually keep in my gym bag. So to follow up from yesterday, don't mind the little sparkles. I gotta get that touched up here soon, but aka the grays, in case you're wondering what am I talking about. But you can see little bits from yesterday. I could still move my forehead, don't worry. But yeah, I probably won't get any Botox done again until like next summer. So she's going to be coming every quarter. The next time she comes is in April. So for April, because I had already done Botox back to back, for April, I'll probably just look into possibly just doing a little more filler, because for those of you who watch my channel, you know that I did some last year and I feel like it didn't really do much. Like, if anything, I feel like I still have some in my bottom lip. I felt like I was bottom lip heavy and not much on the top. So I don't know. She's the expert. I'll have to ask her. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get this day started. This lighting in my bathroom, I'm sorry, it's like horrible. But I've already been talking too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Like I said, I'm getting ready to go to the gym. I already got my little sports bra going. I got my little Sac State stingers up, still kind of like celebrating. But honestly, it's not even about football or anything. This is my favorite shirt, and I don't mean it just because it says Sac State. I mean, obviously, very proud, but the material, it's a Champion shirt, but the material, it's like thin, breathable, but it's like so comfortable. So I need to get back into the student store and I want to buy a new one, and hopefully it's the same material still. Because if it is, I'm probably going to buy like at least 2 or 3 of them just to kind of have. And then it's going to look like I never changed my shirt, but it's fine because I'll be comfortable. I think they might have had them in black, if I'm not mistaken, way back when. This is like a, at this point, probably like a 5 or 6 year old shirt. And I love it. It's so comfortable. I said that a couple times, didn't I? Okay, let's go ahead and get up off of here. Let me go change into my gym pants, get my gym bag ready. If you're wondering, yes, I am drinking coffee. This is the, why do I always get stuck on a GR? Grande Vanilla Cream Cold Brew. My husband went earlier, if you can see, 9/11. So it's about an hour old, but he brought it home and he just left it there. I told him to leave it on the little nightstand. And because I don't have any pre-workout, which I'm probably going to be purchasing some today just so that I could start getting back into the groove of the gym, we're going to make sure that I use this as my pre-workout. I'm only having a little bit. I'm going to go get water, leave this here so when I come home and actually eat, I'll just sip on it with my food. But yeah, so I apologize. This is super long drawn out. I don't want this to be like a me talking, or talking head. But just kind of giving a little recap, just kind of like, you know, vlog. I struggle because I don't want to be a vlogging channel, like no shade to anybody. But I'm not comfortable with walking around with a camera like that, is really what I'm getting at. But it's just so much easier because for me to tell you, I have had plans to sit in a pretty section of my room. Or it's never quiet enough, or there's something going on, or it's like a whole mood you got to get in to be able to just sit and be in front of a camera. You got to get ready, you got to have everything in order, and it's like a lot. So vlogging just naturally happens because I'm just like ready to go and let's go. Like right now, yeah, lighting horrible, like it's not a vibe, but it's the situation that makes it easier to talk to you all. So anyway, I do love that vlogging kind of shows the reality of your life. So if this is kind of lifestyle, well, here you go. Here it is. But today we're going to have a moment to hit the gym. I'll try to catch video. This is kind of like, the gym ends up being my me time. So, and to me, it's weird to just be like with my camera. No shade again for anybody who does that in the gym. But for me, it's about me and I don't want to be worried about vlogging or anything like that. But I'm going to go work out. I need to really get back on it. My birthday, I completely just fell off. And I got goals. My son's getting married next September. I got goals. And from here on up, it's like, oh, she's fine. But the stomach, y'all, you saw in my little Macy's try on yesterday, like, it all goes right here in the little belly area. But I'm gonna go work out, come home. Actually, I'm gonna go work out, probably hit the grocery store real quick. I did do a major grocery haul last week for enough for 2 weeks worth of food, like the main dishes. So I just need to go get like milk, eggs, just like the basic filler food. And I want to buy some pre-workout and then just some little sides and stuff. So I want to go do that. So I'll probably do that right after the gym and then come home, put it all away, make some kind of a brunch snack because my kids are all kind of just being lazy. And this happens all the time. Like I'll make breakfast and then it just kind of sits there and then it gets cold and nobody eats it, which is why this household is horrible about being a breakfast household, because either A, we're going to eat breakfast and then I get lazy and then I just want to go back to lay down. I don't know if any of you struggle from that, but that happens to me. And then if I do make it, sometimes, like I said, they won't eat it or it just sits there and then it gets cold and then it's like too late. It's just this whole thing. So unless everyone's up and ready to eat, then I'm probably not going to make anything. So I'll grab a snack because I'm going to go to the gym. So I'll eat like a banana or something right now, but then I'll come home later and just make sandwiches or something. And the reason why I'm going to make it a little more special today for lunch is because today's the Niner game. And guess who we're playing against? The Dolphins. And everybody's probably like, well, that's Miami, you're San Francisco. That's like two whole different like coasts. Yeah. My husband and my 15-year-old are Dolphins fans. And then it's going to be house divided because it's me, my 17-year-old, and my daughter, who's 11. We're all Niner fans. They're Dolphins fans. And then I got the one off. That's my oldest son. He's a Broncos fan. So that's like completely opposite. But he's like my brother-in-law. They both are Broncos fans. So I was thinking about maybe like picking up stuff for like some bean dip or I don't know. I'll figure it out. Just something, you know, easy, simple to munch on, but still delicious at the same time, and then just make dinner later. But I'm hoping somewhere in between there, maybe like around halftime, depending on where the game sits. We wanted to go look at the trees because we need to get up on this tree situation so that it could really truly feel like Christmas. And then I want to finish decorating my entire house because my upstairs, it's all right. And I'll do a whole Christmas decor like walkthrough, probably like tomorrow if we fulfill the goal today. But anyway, let's go ahead and just jump into this because I'm talking too much. So I'll see you all in a little bit. So here's a little sneak peek. This is my tree that I have in my room. If you recall to my videos in the past, I had this on in front of the wall in my room, but on the opposite side. But one of our neighbors had their tree in the window, and I love how it looked and just gave a whole vibe. And I've always wanted a house where I could put my tree in a window, but my living room's on the back side of the house. So even though I would, nobody would even really see it. So I put it in front of my big bedroom window, which means that when I open this at night, they could see the pretty colors of lights. I know. So silly. Also, shout out to Skims. I got my little order the other day. Sorry, I didn't do an unboxing, but figured I'll show you guys a little bit. I ended up getting, TMI, my bad, oh well, but I ended up getting 2 of each of these. So as you can see, I already used 2 of them. These are the undies. So these are what they look like. These are the boy shorts. I got size large. They are in the color Eclipse. And what is the name of these ones? I'll have to get them. Oh, right here. So it's the Skims Smooth Boy Short. And then this is the color Sienna. And this is the color Eclipse. So it's like a black color or like a really dark. No, it's black. I was going to say dark gray, but no, it's a black color. I ended up getting 2 of these. And I've already tried them on. They're super comfortable. I love that this area here, it's like, you know, I don't like when underwear is when it feels like they go like, if I want to wear a thong, I'll wear a thong. But if I'm trying to wear a boy short, I don't want a boy short making me feel like I'm wearing a thong. You know what I mean, ladies? Like, let's just be real. And I love these because when you go work out, you know, I know some people don't wear underwears when they work out just because of that whole getting a wedgie thing. But these are actually really comfortable. So sorry if any men are watching this, my bad. Not to make it feel weird, but just giving my honest opinion. And I got these with the sale. And then check out this teddy sweater. How adorable is this? I feel like it might be a little small. I haven't tried it on all the way yet. This is in a size large in the color Desert. I wanted to get the color that matched my my slippers, but they didn't have it. But either way, I'm not going to be wearing it out with my slippers, so it didn't really matter. So you can see it just has a little hint. It says Skims. And it's like a little hoodie, but it still zip up. And this one kind of sits more like a crop sweater. So it's a little like it just like right above your hip area. So if I don't wear it this winter, it's for sure my goal sweater for next year, because I might feel a little floofy with this. And then there's another something in here, but it's a gift for someone in the holiday season, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there. I don't want to give it away. But yeah, so yay to Skims. I love my fun finds. Y'all, look what I just seen. What is going on up in this pantry? They're just like turning out. I'm assuming they're ready for the game today. I don't know, but who's the influence here? Oh my goodness, too funny. Not my headphones being dead, are you kidding me? Oh well. Y'all, what is going on with this weather? Look. Y'all seen how beautiful it was when we got here, right? Okay, sorry, I had to restart that. So I'm really confused because you all saw how pretty that was. And you know what's even crazier? I knew better. Something told me to take my dog on her walk before I went to the gym and treat it as a warm-up like I normally do. And I was like, no, it's going to be a nice day. And I looked at the weather and it's supposed to be sunny and cloudy, but sunny for the most part, dry. I'll just do it when I get back. So she might not get to walk again. At least I got my workout in, but she might be looking at me like, yo. So now I'm like bummed because I should have just gone before. Anyway, I can't change the weather, but what I was saying is, the funny thing is, as I was working out, I looked out the window and it looked darker, but I also know they have window tint on their window, so I thought, oh, it's just the tint making it look darker than it is. No, it's darker than it is. And I even saw my little Ring camera notifications, but I was like, oh, it's probably just because my husband was working on my friend's car still, and it was like right up underneath the camera, and the color of her car is a little lighter than this, kind of like a gold color. No, it was that dark. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and run over to the store. Hopefully by the time I make it through the store, and I think I'm gonna make a quick stop at Old Navy because they have a sale on flannels, and there's a couple people in my life that I wanted to get some flannels for. I won't say names because I don't want to spoil the Christmas presents, but man, I'm still stuck on this weather and I'm hungry. So I'm going to try to make this quick. The last thing I want to do is be on a super empty and super hungry feeling at the grocery store, because then I start buying stuff I don't need. So let me go ahead and hurry up and get up off of here. This vlog may end up being a lot longer than I expected, just because I feel like I've been on this chatterbox morning. Plugged my phone in and stopped recording. So I've been on this kind of chatterbox type morning that I just need to stop. So let me go ahead and get up off here. Also, update on the headphones. I guess one of them I didn't port them right in my little beat box. So after I charged that one, it worked. Thank goodness, because that one ear that was working, I was like, this is not it. It just did not sound right. You have to have both in, and finally got it to work. So without further ado, let me get my butt into my routine, because my game starts soon, and you know, things don't really start getting all the way excited until after halftime, but I got stuff I got to do today. So, and hopefully this weather clears, because we wanted to go look at Christmas trees, and this is not helping right now. Grr. All right, I'll talk to you all soon. I got me some good stuff today. Oh, good old Navy. Bam. So once again, I'm not going to go through. I would love to show the haul. You saw a little snippet. I'm not saying who's for what, what's for who. Right? What's for who. But you got a little glimpse. Let's just say that Old Navy had some good stuff going on, and it'll make for a filler for the gifting that I'm giving out. So yay, a whole bag right there full of it. One of them was supposed to be for me, but then I couldn't find another one in a different color, and I didn't want to like match the person that I'm gifting. Like, not that there's anything wrong with matching, but they may not want to match me, if you know what I mean. It's a little weird, but yeah, so I feel good. I got a couple people checked off. Not necessarily checked off. I might just still add little other stuff to their gift, but getting started early because I don't want to deal with last minute wrapping. Hopefully I'll start wrapping here as soon as I get my tree up. Then I'll feel like I can actually wrap and put stuff under the tree, because I don't want stuff all over my room. So yeah, and it's still sprinkling. What in the world? Let me get to this grocery store. Niner game's already on. We're up right now, so let's just Niner gang. But let me hurry up and get home. So I'm here doing some shopping. There's a couple other things that I got, but I wanted to see what in the world. I mean, I guess that's smart, right? Look what I found at Walmart. Fuerte como yo, fuerte, mujer poderosa, Latina and proud. So pretty. I'm super excited. I found these electrolytes. A girl I was watching earlier today on YouTube was talking about it. She's not like a workout guru or anything like that. It's just worked for her. So I often like to try things that, hold on a sec. Okay. So what I was saying is I often like to try stuff that has worked for other people, aka not like sponsored or like influencers. Like I obviously I follow, like, I have a couple of workout influencers that I prefer to follow as far as workouts go. But when it comes to product, a lot of times it's like they're gonna push whatever product they're being sponsored by, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that would be the dream, right? But I've tried stuff like Women's Best. In the past, I was part of the Herbalife movement that happened for a while, and there's nothing wrong with any one of those, except for the fact that you have to order online, and then it's just this whole shipping, and it just adds up so quick. And I've seen the Amino Energy one. I want to say I had it before. I just can't remember what flavor, but she was saying that the watermelon one is her favorite. So I went, I looked at the shelf because I was at the grocery Walmart, and I didn't think they would have as much as a selection, and I was right. And I almost settled for like a smaller bottle of some other random brand. It was a little bit cheaper too, obviously less product, but it was like a different brand, but it's also a different brand I've never heard of, and I'm like, I don't know. So I was looking, and somebody told me to look in the back, and then it looked, so the amino one they had was orange, like, you know, citrus flavor or whatever. And then I was like, wait a minute, is that a pink looking container in the back? And it was the watermelon one. So that's why I'm like super juiced, because I want to try it and see what it's all about. But that's the one thing that I do remember, being able to go hard and being pumped to go to the gym, when I would either use a pre-workout, or I would have my Bang drink. I love the Bang energy drink. It hurts me to even say that out loud, just because when I learned of where some of their funding was going, I don't mean to get political, I'm not here to put my information, or my opinion is my own opinion, like whatever y'all believe in, that's fine. But I did not agree with how they're sponsoring certain events that were taking place during the time. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. So I as much as I loved their product, it pained for me to stop drinking it, but I did, because I was like, I'm not about that. Like, as long as I know that they're supporting this particular candidate, like, I'm good, I'm cool. So yeah. And I love their product. Again, I'm like, oh, sometimes I'm like, oh, just like stop, just block it out, just get it, because I knew which one I liked, I knew the flavors, but whatever. So anyways, I don't mean to make this super long. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go get myself home. It's still raining. It doesn't seem like it's gonna let up anytime soon, so I might be able to kiss my afternoon evening walk goodbye, unless of course it clears up before it gets dark. But with the weather and with the time change, it'll be dark here within the next 2.5 hours, and I don't see it going away anytime soon. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. People are probably, why is this lady sitting here taking up parking space? So I'm gonna get home. We're gonna make a late afternoon snack. I might just make dinner and all of it all at once and just call it a day. I just want to go home and just like have a little food smorgasbord, finish watching football, and then if the weather gets better, we'll go and look into the tree situation. But for right now, I'm not going to hold my breath on that, just because the weather is kind of killing everything at this moment. So with that said, I hope you all have a great afternoon. I may or may not come back later. I'm sure I'll come back later once we figure out who's the winner of the football game and see where the day takes us. But if I see that there's nothing much else happening other than just kicking back and just chillaxing, I may just jump right on real quick and close the vlog out. I've been going to bed really late, and obviously Vlogmas takes a toll on you, and you have to like edit as you're going day by day, and I don't want to get behind. So my goal has been, before I go to bed, to post my video. My video went up super late last night. It was a whole chore in itself, because I kept falling asleep. Literally. Every time I was waiting for something to upload or whatever, I'd just be dozing off. So I think it came out okay. I went and rewatched it, and it seemed pretty fine. So yeah, but anyway, oh my goodness, if you guys could see the puddle that's in front of me right now, this is crazy. I don't know where this person's going, but let's get on the ball here. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here and focus on the road, and I will come back in a little bit. Okay, let's see how much it's gonna cost us, if they have any decent prices here. We've always come here, but nowadays, I don't know. Alright, these are Douglas. I mean, we might have to, depending on how much they're running. Let's see.
$90 for a grand fur.
Oh, that's a grand fur. Let's see.
A 6'7" for noble is $95.
Ugh.
And then for a noble is, what does that say?
70.
Yeah, that's 5 to 6 feet.
So, I mean, that's still not too bad compared to what I've been seeing. So, what do you guys want to do? Get a Noble?
Yeah, it's up to you.
All right. Well, let's see what they look like. You ready? All right. Let me.
Trying to get $95.
Well, yeah, these are 95. And you have to drive over there and cut it yourself. So, let's see. What do you think? Kind of like this one. All right. There we go. Now you can actually see these ones. They all look the same at a certain point. I told you.
No,
Look,
it's true.
Janessa wore her brand new shoes. I told her not to. All right. So we'll see which one we're gonna do. You'll all find out once it's fully set up and decorated. But we're gonna take one of these home tonight. Okay, so you can't see us, but you can hear us. No, it's fine because we're gonna be by the police station. I'm gonna pull over. But we got our tree. Let's just say we're gonna just chop it up to $100 tree because between the price and the tip, there's $100 tree. At least there was no taxes.
Mm-hmm.
But with that said, we're gonna go ahead and close out the vlog here. At this point, I've talked a lot throughout the day. There's gonna be a lot that I'm gonna have to go back and kind of put together and edit. And we talked about this earlier, and I don't want it to take too long. So I'm gonna end it here, and then tomorrow, assuming we get through the tree tonight, depending on how wet it is, tomorrow either will be a vlogging and decorating type of Vlogmas, or this is what it looks like, and presenting what the tree looks like. But I'm afraid we might have to let it dry because it is so wet out here. But with that said, we're gonna go ahead and close out this Vlogmas. Everyone have a wonderful evening, and we'll talk to you all later. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.